Hey guys, I just came across this report card for a school in Ghana. You can see that this was generated using a template and the values were inputted using a pen. You can see the grade, you can see the remark, you can see the attendance, and you can see the head teacher's remark. You can also see the headmaster's signature, and you can also see the interpretation of grade. So we're going to use Bluerain to regenerate this report card digitally. So we go to bluerainonline.com and you just scroll down, or you can just click on get started now. So it takes you to the bottom of the page and you can provide your details. So this is the welcome email you receive once your account has been approved. So you just click on set new password as the admin and you set your new password so you can log in and start configuring your account. So once you log in, you'll be taken to the configurations page where you're supposed to update your settings and upload any required images. I just need to grab the logo on the report card, then we'll edit it using Gemini. So this is our new logo. I've done the same using the signature, so we can now import this into Bluerain as well. And now we have our signatures and the school logo. So for the grading, I've created a new Samford grading system using the report card. So these are the values. So as you can see, we're all done here. All we need to do is to create the student records. So I've created the students we're going to use to replicate the report card. So that will be Angela Danielson, and you can see that this student is in basic 4, similar to the report card. In this class we have about 5 students, so we're going to use 5 students in this report card. So let's go ahead and create the assessment. So if we go to assessment, to create an assessment, you go to assessment and click create. You select the class, basic 4 is already selected, and you select the subject. So I've created 10 subjects to match what we have in the report card. So let's take a look at the values in there. I've already created these values to match what Angela Danielson has on the report card, and I've populated the rest of the 4 students with random values as well. So I've done this for all 10 subjects. So now let's go ahead and generate the report cards. So we go to assessment, we click on report cards management. So here you select the class. Again, basic 4 is already selected, the term is 3rd term, and here we have all 5 students. So but before we do that, we need to ensure that the report card settings are intact. So we have 66. So if you notice on the report card, we have 66 days the school opened, and then also the attendance of that particular student. So we go to classrooms, we go to basic 4, and we go to enter classroom attendance. So if you notice in the report card, Angela attended 29 days out of the 66 days. So the value 29 has been inserted here, and I've put random values for the rest of the students. So to generate the report cards, we select all the students, or if you want to generate for a selected number of students, you can highlight them. But in this example, we're going to generate for all the students. So here you select the type of report card you want to generate. So by default it's the standard report card, and we just click generate. So now a task has been created for to generate the standard report card. So you can click on this and monitor the progress, and this should complete within seconds since it's just 5 students. So we'll go back to report cards management and we'll view this report card. So this is the student we're interested in, so we'll click on Angela, and this is the report card. So this is an app view which allows you to scroll, and it also adjusts with the device. So I'm going to slant my phone this way so you see. So if you're using a tablet, it automatically adjusts and you can see all the values. So if you also want to print this out, you can just scroll to the top and click on download. So you'll be able to download the file. This is the same file that gets sent to parents via email or SMS direct download link. So let's open it, and we're going to compare the values with the manually generated one. So let's zoom in and just take a look at the report card. So at the top you can see the logo we added, you can see the letter header, you can see the term, you can see the student name, the total number of subjects, you can see the attendance 29 out of 66. Take note of that. You can see that this is a position based report card. Although it says 5th here, in the report card it says 19th. That's because here we're using just 5 students here. And you can see the total subjects here. So subjects are sorted in alphabetical order. Let's start with computing. We have 19, 17, and 36, and the grade of B. So let's compare this with the manually generated one. So let's look for computing. So you can see that here the subjects are not ordered. So here we have computing, which is the second to the last one. You can see 19, 17, and 36. So let's go to the very first one here, English, which is 26, 34, 60. So we go to the digital one. We go to English. English here is number 3, and we have 26, 34, and 60, and a grade of B. So you can see the grades. We have all Bs and 1 AP, which is French. So we check the manual one. We have all Bs and 1 AP, which is the last one. So French is the last one. So you can see this has accurately generated the report card, including the remarks. Then here, take note of the attendance. We have 29 out of 66, exactly what we've seen there. And so here we're going to look at the head teacher's remark. Here, this was manually written, but if you take a look at what Bluerain generated, this was automatically generated and personalized. So here we have the form teacher's remark. Angela performed well in French, however, she performed poorly in science. So the system takes note of the highest subject and the lowest and comments on it using the student's name. So if you take a look at the report card, French would be the highest. So French is number 4 here. So French, we have 73, and the lowest is 28, which is science. So performed poorly in science. So you can see how Bluerain generates this report card and personalizes the comments. So the head teacher's comment is static. It's based on the value we've placed in the grading system. You can see the signature that we added to the system. You can see the resumption date. This can be provided in the report card settings. And here we have skills and behavior. I didn't show you how we created this, but again, this is part of the report card setting. You can specify the values in this, and then you have the keys to the report, to the skills and behavior ratings. And this is it in a nutshell. So this is the digital version of that report card. And the greatest advantage you have here is that this generates it accurately for you, giving no room for human error. So, and again, it saves you time. As you can see, this report card was generated in seconds. So another thing here, another value we missed out here is this total score. So you can see 469 out of 1000. So let's compare that to what we have here. So you can see it's right here, 469 out of 1000. So it has generated this report card accurately and in a very nice format digitally that can be sent to parents online, and also it can be printed out as hard copies. Now here's the icing on the cake. You can use the AI analysis button at the top to generate a well-detailed report that gives you more insight about the standard report you're viewing. So let's go ahead and click this button. So here we have the AI analysis report. So you can see the student's name at the top. You can see a brief summary. So here is meant to display the bar chart of all of the top 6 subjects. But because we use 5 subjects, this didn't generate. Again, this is just a test. So here at the bottom, you have the detailed explanation, so you can go through it. Angela shows a distinct aptitude for languages, particularly excelling in French. So French was the highest, so you can see it comments on that, and it even references the scores, the average. Then you have strategic growth roadmap. So again, it shows you the direction where your child is going based on the performance. Then here you have holistic behavioral profile. Here it uses the skills and behavior to analyze that child's behavior, and also it uses the class attendance. So you can see it referenced the 29 out of 66 school days in here. So next we have the aptitude and career mapping. So this would tell you based on the performance. Next we have the pair relative standing, which gives you her performance with respect to others in the class. And the last one is the actionable recommendation. Here the AI would tell you ways in which you can improve the student's performance, your child's performance, things that you can do to encourage their performance, and also other recommendations. Thanks for watching. If this helped, like, share, and subscribe. At Bluerain, we're dedicated in bridging the gap between school challenges and digital solutions. Visit bluerainonline.com to get your free one-time trial today. Plus, refer a school and get 50% commission. Let's transform education together. See you on the next one.